King Charles reportedly inherited some 100 thoroughbred horses upon Queen Elizabeth's death last year. King Charles is set to be in attendance for all 5 days of the event, leading the royal procession each day, with Queen Camilla by his side. The new monarch is expected to fill his mother's role at the event that he has always enjoyed, according to his former butler Grant Harold, speaking to Express.co.uk earlier this month. Since 2008, Charles has bred and co-owned several racehorses with his wife. But the king is by no means as big a fan of the sport as his late mother was. Although he reportedly inherited around a third of Queen Elizabeth's stable when she died last year, Charles has already begun to sell them off and made the Queen consort a co-owner of the horses. The highlight of the British flat racing calendar is here as Royal Ascot gets underway on Tuesday. At the time of her death, the Queen owned more than 100 horses, and, according to Paddy Power, she amassed some £10 million in prize money over the years. Estimate was perhaps her most memorable horse. The Irish-bred thoroughbred, along with the jockey Ryan Moore, made history in 2013 as they won Her Majesty the Gold Cup at Royal Ascot, making her the first reigning monarch ever to win the race. The king inherited some 100 thoroughbred horses when the Queen sadly died at the age of 96 in September last year, all of which had a value of some £27 million according to The Guardian. Camilla is now seen as the most prominent royal in continuing the Queen's horse racing legacy. As well as her horses with Charles, she also owns a number of horses with the former Arsenal Football Club chairman Sir Chips Keswick. In keeping with his mother's tradition of selling horses at the Tattersall sales in Newmarket, Charles sold 14 horses, reportedly taking home more £1 million. Tactical, which was the 2020 Royal Ascot winner, was sold for a reported £150,000. Just Fine, who gave the king his first Royal Silks winner, went for £300,000. Love Affairs, which was the Queen's final winner at Goodwood just 2 days before her death, was sold for £38,000. According to The Guardian report, published in April, almost 30 horses were sold within the first few weeks after the Queen's death, making Charles £2.25 million. It is thought that the royal breeding operation at the Royal Sandringham Stud in Norfolk will wind down over the next few years until it eventually stops being a commercial operation. In 3 years, the site, which has been at the center of the royal family's racing interests since it was established by Edward VII in 1886, could be a museum. A source told the Daily Mail, the royal stud could be a museum in 3 years. It would be a real shame. The connection between the family and the horse racing industry will continue. The desire is to continue with the traditions and connections with Royal Ascot, but not on the same scale as Her Majesty because she had a passion. Royal Ascot has paid tribute to the Queen, who developed a love of the sport over her 70-year reign, by changing the Platinum Jubilee Stakes, a 6-furlong sprint, to the Queen Elizabeth II Jubilee Stakes.